And now to a story that Eyewitness News broke this morning. Federal agents raided the Zionsville home of Subway restaurant spokesman Jared Fogle as part of a child pornography investigation.
Now, Channel 13 was the only news organization there early this morning when federal and local authorities served that warrant, and they began bringing out computers and even other items from Jared's home.
And tonight we have live team coverage of the investigation, beginning with our crime reporter Steve Jefferson, who has been there since the raid began. Steve?
Yeah, John and Andrea, federal agents just pulled out of the driveway here at Jared's home in Zionsville, wrapping up 11 hours here at his house, bringing out evidence. Jared left a few hours ago, but sources tell me he still remains the target of their investigation centered around child pornography. A federal agent escorted Jared Fogle out of his own house, filled with investigators looking for evidence. The famed Subway sandwich spokesperson is the target of their child pornography investigation. Officers from the Indiana Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force hit Jared's home 6:30 Tuesday morning with a search warrant. Agents carried out electronics like laptops along with DVDs to their mobile forensic units parked in Jared's driveway. His wife and 2 children left home shortly after the raid started. The search at Jared's home included bringing in this tactical detection K9, capable of sniffing out hidden micro SD cards used to store video and photographs. The federal raid follows the arrest about 2 months ago of Russell Taylor, the former executive director of Jared's foundation. While raiding his home, investigators reportedly found hundreds of videos of children made using secret cameras in Taylor's house. He's awaiting trial on at least 8 child porn-related charges. Jared created that foundation to help fight child obesity and issued a statement severing his ties with Taylor. After watching federal agents in and out of his house all day, eventually his attorney rushed him away without answering any reporters' questions. After 11 hours here at the house, investigators say that this investigation into the child pornography at Jared's home is far from over. We want to stress that he has not been arrested. He has not been charged. But again, it is an ongoing investigation. Live on the crime beat, Steve Jefferson, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Steve. And Subway has removed a section about Jared Fogle from its website. The company also released a statement. It says, "We are shocked about the news and believe it is related to a prior investigation of a former Jared Foundation employee. We are very concerned and will be monitoring this situation closely."
And Subway has already taken steps right now to continue to protect its brand. Eyewitness News reporter Jeremy Brilliant is live with potential public relations ramifications for both the company and for Jared Fogle himself. Jeremy.
Well, Andrea, we're just getting some word in now, breaking news to Eyewitness News, that Subway is cutting all relationships with Jared Fogle. This is something we're just learning about literally in the past few seconds. And this obviously is some new information about this. Throughout the day, there have been some talks about possibly cutting ties, but now we are learning that Subway has cut ties. Here's what else we've learned today. The images themselves are damaging. Federal agents removing computers and other materials from Jared Fogle's Zionsville home.
Just by what's happened since 6:30 this morning is not spelling good things for his future, that's for sure, no matter what the outcome.
Longtime public relations executive Jim Parham of Indianapolis-based Hirons & Company believes Subway reacted correctly, acknowledging the criminal investigation while not severing ties with Fogle.
We all know the equation, the perception equals reality.
But he agrees the company will need to closely monitor public perception.
There'll be a lot of perception thrown about with this case, and that may equal people's reality, which could hurt the brand.
Not that a brand can't be rebuilt. Star quarterback Michael Vick went to prison in connection with animal cruelty charges for operating a dogfighting ring.
He paid society's debt, if you will, and he came out, and by all intents and purposes, he appears to be doing well.
And cooking and home decorating icon Martha Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in federal prison for insider stock trading.
Well, I think in her case, she came back from a relatively minor problem when you have a multi-billion-dollar brand, and she's done well.
And while Subway is already distancing itself from Jared Fogle, this morning removing this page, including all images and mentions of him from its website, the allegations against Fogle alone could have a career-ending impact. And that's because unlike Michael Vick and Martha Stewart, who have desirable skills people are willing to pay money for, in the case of Jared Fogle, he has only ever stood for Subway. So if he loses that connection, he essentially loses everything. And John, we're also learning some new news from what we told you earlier about Subway possibly severing ties with Jared Fogle. They say instead they are suspending ties with Jared Fogle. John, back to you.
All right, we'll continue to watch this story as it unfolds. Thank you, Jeremy. And we have more for you at WTHR.com, including video from Chopper 13 HD of this morning's raid, and links to our previous stories on the arrest of the former Jared Foundation executive director on child pornography charges, and to the Jared Foundation itself.